Hi, and welcome back. This is the final part 4, where we do some analysis for you. So let's crack on. Okay, just a reminder. So in the right axis, black numbers support resistance levels, brown numbers are breakout levels, claret numbers are either where I've just identified support or resistance, or they're based on double or triple tops or bottoms. Pivot colors are there as well, so just have a reminder of them because they will be relevant. Okay, so stocks had a volatile week last week, seesawing all over the place, ending lower except for NASDAQ. I traded a lot of NASDAQ last week. Okay, so when we look at the Dow Jones, I've got resistance at 34436, and I've got support at 32998, and then below I've got a couple of breakout levels at 32475 and 31333. Not saying they're going to get there, but again, just remember these sort of levels will remain in place probably for weeks. Depends which way the market starts to go, I guess. On the 30-minute for the Dow, I've got resistance at 33,396 and 33,347, with support at 33,139. So as you can see there, I mean, talking about the pivot points, I mean, the Dow on Friday afternoon was heading down. It almost got to that sort of S1, that first support level, and then it had a good bounce. Okay, here we're moving on to the S&P. So resistance at 42.14 and 41.64. Then support at 4051, but it's a breakout level, so just watch out if it gets to there and it sort of cracks through that. And then below that, further down, 38.05 is support. That's all on the daily there. Then on the 30-minute, got resistance at 41.48 and 41.39, with support at 41.05. So just remember, you can always take screenshots, or take a photo on your phone so that you've got these as reminders, if you want them, that is. Okay, so NASDAQ daily, 13,504 as resistance, 12,931 as support, and 12,523 is a breakout level should it get there. Looking at the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 13,494, 13,468, 13,402, with support at 13,292. Now again, look at that pivot points on Friday. It went, okay, fine. It went through S1 after it sort of rejected it a couple of times. But look how lovely it was around that S2 level. It really held there strongly. And then, of course, towards the end of the session, rallied back up again. Moving on to the Russell. On the daily, I've got resistance at 1809 and 1782. Support at 1716. And 1695 is one of those breakout levels. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 1757, 1746. I've got support at 1734. And again, just sort of highlighting, you can see S1 held really well again on Friday. That's where it rejected it. Okay, it didn't get up quite as far as NASDAQ, but in sort of relation terms. But it sort of did have that bounce, which was pivot points are great. If you don't understand them, then sort of reach out to us, and we're willing to help you, obviously. Okay, moving on to currencies. So the pound ended the week sort of pretty much at its lows, more through the strength of the dollar. Although the pound was probably getting a little bit ahead of itself, even though the Bank of England were putting rates up 0.25%. So resistance at 127.07, support 124.09, breakout at 122.00, and support at 119.99. On the 30-minute, I got resistance at 125.31 and 125.28, with support at 124.49. Looking at the euro against the dollar, and again, you can see a similar pattern with this as you did with the pound, where the dollar's strengthened towards the end of the week on the hopes that the debt ceiling will be lifted. Now, on the daily for the euro against the dollar, I got resistance at 111.13, support at 107.62, which is a breakout level, and at 105.39. On the 30-minute, resistance at 109.10 with support at 108.62. Moving on to Bitcoin, didn't have a very good week last week. So, part of that is going to be the stronger dollar impacting it the same as it would commodities. So when we look at it, we've got resistance at 29,688. Now the brown one at 26,675, that was a breakout level from Friday, and obviously it did break through there and close below there as well. So it's going to be, if it stays below that, then that will become a resistance level again. And then 21,275, which is obviously quite a way down. There's a gap to fill all the way down to 20,095 if it should get there. Again, maybe it's not going to do it today or even this week, but it's good to be ahead of the game. Always look at any potential, whether it's days, weeks, or even a month ahead. You just be prepared for anything at any time. Okay, on the 30-minute, I got resistance at 27,685, 27,095, and 26,506, with support at 25,806. And always remember, these are futures that I analyze because that's what I trade. So here we're looking at sort of our usual correlation between NASDAQ and Bitcoin. Now there's an extra line in there this week, which is the blue one, and that is the pound against the dollar. So I just thought it might be worth just adding that for this week. So you've got Bitcoin, you've got NASDAQ, and you've also got cable, the pound against the dollar as well. So you can see how they're all reacting to each other. Bitcoin's just suffered a little bit. And as I mentioned, part of that is the strength of the dollar that's causing that. Moving on to gold, again, the strength of the dollar's pushed gold a bit lower, and so I've got resistance at 2061. I've got support at 1995. I've got a breakout at 1939. And support at 1824. On the 30-minute, I've got resistance at 2036 and 2018 with support at 1998. Oil, so again, that stronger dollar sort of pushed it down, and you know, there's more and more sort of economic uncertainty coming in for, you know, recessions, demand and such like. So, you know, it continues to sort of struggle to sort of have any meaningful rally at the moment, despite OPEC cutting by over 1 million barrels a day at their last meeting. So I've got resistance at 76.23, 74.13, with support at 65.74. And then moving on to the 30-minute, resistance at 71.75, support at 69.93 and 69.84. So you know, I hope you enjoy what we do for you here. You know, we just try and help you to prepare you for the week ahead, really, and you know, hopefully we do that. It just saves you a bit of time. And of course, you know, if you want to save more time, then our daily newsletter that provides all the global headlines, the global news, my views, and some fresh daily chart levels and pivot points is worth having for sure. You know, I filter the news. I only put in it what's relevant to the markets. Now, 1 day workshop. You know, if you want to discover if trading could be your next career, or you want to make it a sort of a secondary income even. The other thing, of course, is if you're already trading but you feel that there's a few gaps that you'd like to fill in, then we can help with our 1 day workshops, because they're on a variety of topics. Then if you want to get deeper into trading, you haven't really started yet, but you want to build those foundations to turn trading into your career, then our 1 week course will help with that. And of course, if you've got an inner trader, I will find it. Then if you're really serious about trading being your next career, I would say that our accredited masterclass is going to be the one for you. You know, this is designed specifically to provide you with all the knowledge and trading tools required, and that's to navigate sort of any market, any conditions, and of course any asset class. You know, I've traded them all over the years and still do. So, you know, it's, you know, I love passing on sort of my knowledge and skills. Okay, trader mentoring. So we can help you get to the next level again and again. You know, if you need that little push, then, you know, if you've got any sort of weakness, I'll find it for you and I will come up with a solution. Consulting, we help companies and individuals if they need it with hedging their FX and commodity exposure. Now, we are a leading provider of trader education, and that content is to individuals, exchanges and brokers. And of course, as I've mentioned before, you know, if you feel that you're underfunded, then why not take a look at getting yourself a funded trading account? Then there's the details for that. Finally, just mention it one last time, the webinar on Tuesday. It's really about helping people understand the mistakes that they're making, and you know, hopefully coming up with solutions to help you to stop making them. As I say, we all make mistakes at times, so it's nice to get a little bit of help. So any questions, contact us at info@cymaxfintech.com. My email address is chris.tubby@cymax-int.com. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. Have a great week trading. Bye for now.